Imagine two city council members locked in a heated debate about a new park in Philadelphia. One's pushing for expansion to attract tourists, the other fears it'll displace longtime residents. Voices rise, sides harden. But beneath this clash is a secret. The conflict isn't about winners or losers. Bernard Mayer reveals the real battle lies in embracing contradictions that seem impossible to reconcile. What if resolving conflict means holding two opposing truths at once? Conflicts aren't just black or white. They live in a gray zone where cooperation meets competition. Let's unravel what Mayer calls the first paradox that trips everyone up. In Philadelphia, council members Sarah and James fought over a park's future. Sarah saw competition, promoting growth to boost tourism. James viewed cooperation, preserving communities' roots. This wasn't a simple yes or no. Both aimed to serve the city but clashed because they framed the conflict as win or lose, not as a shared problem needing both solutions. Mayer explains paradox like a dance, think tango, not tug-of-war. Instead of pulling sides against each other, each partner must listen, step, and adjust together. Competing and cooperating aren't enemies. They're dance moves that create harmony only when combined with nuance and timing. Seeing the paradox allows negotiators to move beyond entrenched positions. Sarah and James realized they could design the park with zones, one for tourists, another preserving local culture. This wasn't splitting the pie, it was baking a bigger cake. Embracing paradox transforms friction into creative collaboration. We think logic beats emotion in arguments. Nope. Mayer peels back the layers to reveal how they fuel each other and how ignoring feelings derails resolution. Bernard Mayer recalls a trial where a seasoned lawyer suddenly lost composure over a client's unfair accusation. His emotional outburst shocked the courtroom but revealed hidden stakes behind the dry legal facts. The moment showed that beneath logic lies an emotional engine driving arguments. Ignoring it was a blind spot. Imagine logic as a map and emotion as the fuel. Without emotion, logic stalls, decisions become cold and detached. But with unchecked emotion, you lose direction. Mayer insists navigating conflict means letting emotion guide while logic steers, blending heart and head rather than suppressing feelings. When mediators acknowledge feelings openly, their work transforms. One case involved neighbors fighting over noise. Once emotions were expressed and validated, they moved from defensive stances to joint solutions. Recognizing emotional truths uncovers hidden needs, turning clashes into collaborations. Freedom versus community loyalty, stuck in this tug-of-war. Mayer shows that embracing the tension itself is the key to moving forward. A tech startup's remote team struggled as individuals prized autonomy, resisting group collaboration. Managers saw dissent as rebellion, workers felt stifled. This clash wasn't about who's right, but about conflicting needs, personal freedom versus group belonging. The company nearly lost its core talent wrestling this. Mayer likens autonomy and community to a tightrope walker balancing alone yet tethered to a safety line. You can't throw away either. Freedom thrives inside connection, and connection requires space. These interdependent forces don't cancel out. They sustain each other, demanding delicate equilibrium. Once the startup reframed autonomy not as isolation, but as interdependent empowerment, employees felt trusted and connected. They shaped workflows allowing personal choice while contributing to shared goals. That shift isn't just diplomacy, it's a powerful redefinition that turned conflict into resilience. Back in that Philadelphia council room, Sarah and James shattered the win-lose illusion. They embraced contradictions and created space for both competition and cooperation. Mayer teaches us conflict isn't a mountain to conquer, but a river to navigate. Next time you hit a clash, don't pick a side. Try holding both truths alive, you'll find a path no one saw coming. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.